Transforming your insecurity is one of the most crucial things that you need to do, that we all need to do, on the path of spiritual awakening and self-discovery. The thing is, everybody is unique, and within that uniqueness is a lot of unexpressed potential. And your job is to express as much of that potential as you can. So insecurity is kind of based on an idea that there is one standard. For example, there's one standard of intelligence. If mathematical intelligence is looked at as higher than mechanical ability, intelligence, or physical or musical or whatever intelligence, then we have a hierarchy, and that hierarchy only serves the people with the intellectual intelligence, and everybody else is lower down in the hierarchy and probably suffering from some level of insecurity. So insecurity blocks authenticity because, like I said, it's based on the idea that there is one standard of excellence, and it could be one standard of excellence for humanity, or one standard within your field or your cultural group or whatever. But if the meaning of life is to find your unique life purpose and live that purpose, then insecurity is kind of crazy, because there is no one standard that you could be judged by. You have to make it up. Creativity is just making it all up. You know, at some point, Picasso decided to start painting like Picasso. And I don't know art history or anything, not my field, but I can imagine a lot of people went berserk when they saw Picasso's depictions of women and anything. But he kept going, and it kind of worked out. So let's not just talk about it. Let's actually do something about it right now. So I want you to try to feel insecurity as a physical sensation. Or more accurately, for most people, it's going to be kind of a network of physical sensations. For example, how does insecurity feel in your throat? Just tune into your throat and feel what it feels like. If you feel insecure, you can do it by memory. You can do it by imagination, whatever works for you. Feel insecurity in your throat. And then feel insecurity in your chest. And then feel insecurity in the belly. Feel insecurity in the pelvis. And feel insecurity in the butt, legs, all the way down to the feet. Now, you might not be able to feel insecurity in all of those places. That's fine. And you can always go back to this and do this later. But feel whatever insecurity you feel in your body, and out of those places that I mentioned, feel where it is the strongest. For a lot of people, it's going to be the throat. That might be connected to being insecure about speaking up or putting forth your creativity or displeasing people with your point of view or your voice or your art, your music, whatever. Feel that insecurity in the throat. A lot of people feel it in the heart. And that can be an issue of insecurity, obviously, about love. It could be insecurity about acceptance by others. There could be a yearning in the heart where it feels that it's never reciprocated. There could be a feeling of giving up and detaching from the heart. But whatever that feeling is, just note it. And the belly area, there could be insecurity about your just general self-confidence, your fire. The belly area is your fire chakra. So it's about self-confidence. It's about processing things. A lot of times, we don't digest emotional pain, we just hold it. And the belly, obviously, is the area of digestion. And then when we go lower to the pelvic area, we might have insecurity about relationships, about sexuality, about kind of how we move through the world. We might have a kind of uptight way of moving through just walking down the street, social situations. If you ever see somebody with really locked up tight hips, in a way where it makes them walk differently, they might be holding insecurity or other things in that chakra. And then lower down, the butt all the way down the legs to the feet, that's all the terrain of the first chakra, the root chakra. There could be insecurity about being grounded, insecurity about your physicality. Okay. There could be a certain disconnect that you stay ungrounded because you don't want to feel the feelings in your body. So you kind of stay disembodied, and it's kind of like the roots are pulled out of the earth. And so anyway, and you might feel many of these feelings. You might feel a lot in the throat, not much in the heart, but you might feel more in the pelvis. And so just notice in your body how insecurity feels. And there are other areas. You can feel it outside of your body, around your head, whatever. There's a million different ways. But right now, focus on those 5 chakra areas that I mentioned. And then let that insecurity just be there. You don't want to be the dictator that's screaming at the frightened, insecure inner child, telling that inner child to quit being insecure. That doesn't work. You know that. So what you really want to do is allow it to be there, number one. Feel it even more. Kind of turn up the volume on those feelings on purpose. And then love your insecurity. If you saw a cute little 2-year-old crying because they were scared of a big barking dog, would you be nice to the 2-year-old or would you be mean to the 2-year-old? Well, you have an insecure 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, a lot of them, inside of you. Be nice to that insecure little kid. Love that insecure little kid. Feel like you're holding that kid, letting that kid be as insecure as it wants to be. Healing your insecurity is one of the most important things you can do. It's a prerequisite to authentic, creative self-expression. Whether you consider yourself a creative person or not, you are creating your life. And either you can be a conformist through your insecurity, and you can bow down to your fears, or you can heal your insecurity through loving it, acknowledging it, healing it, letting it go. And it's not a one-shot deal, okay? You have to go back and do that kind of thing every time it pops up, ideally. And I can help you speed that up. You can give me a call and we can talk about it. Send an email first. But when you come to terms with your insecurity and all the other emotions that you find hard to deal with, and when you apply these principles, it opens up a whole new realm for you. And I urge you to do that, if that's something you feel like doing. Otherwise, you probably haven't stayed around this long to watch this. So, healing insecurity is so crucial because you are unique. You do have a life purpose, and you are supported by your soul, your higher self, the bigger aspect of you that is rooting for you to have an awesome life. And part of having an awesome life is clearing these things that get in the way of our authentic self-expression. Thanks so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you'd comment, like, subscribe, share, all those beautiful things. If you'd like a session with me, I offer a free 15-minute phone conversation to see whether you resonate with my ideas and my approach, which is very direct. It is not for everybody, truly. But I'm good at untying knots And one of the most common things that my clients say to me is, I never thought about it like that. That's the main thing in my uniqueness, in my authenticity, is reframing issues so that you are in that position of, I never looked at it that way. That kind of changes everything. Just that can be so transformative. You're a soul. You are an immortal soul. You're not the person you think you are. Yeah, that's part of what you are. I'm not totally negating it. But you are an immortal soul with a life purpose, with talents and abilities that you probably don't even know about. And you're probably holding yourself back because of old pains, old childhood wounds, adolescent wounds, wounds from yesterday even. And it's time to get to work, if you're one of my people, and clear these things out of the way. Because underneath, everybody's awesome. Everybody's awesome when you clear away all the crap. So, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a great day, and hope to talk to you soon.